Donald Trump has been declared the winner of the November 5th election, making him the first person in over a century to be elected president for non-consecutive terms. But the inauguration ceremony in which he takes the oath of office will not be held until January 20th. And while 76 days may seem like a long time, a government transition requires much work to be done. Technically, the president is not elected by the results of Election Day. Instead, the votes determine which electors will be named to the Electoral College. Each state's electors must then convene before December 17th to officially cast their votes for president. In the meantime, however, the General Services Administration determines an apparent winner of the election so transition work can begin. In fact, many elements of the transition are already in place by the time the election occurs. The outgoing president must already establish a White House Transition Coordinating Council 6 months prior, providing oversight and guidance to the Federal Transition Coordinator and to various government agencies. Each major candidate's campaign has also appointed their own transition team following the end of the party nominating conventions. At this point, the candidates begin to receive pre-election office space and support from the government, as well as limited intelligence briefings, which will become full briefings for the president-elect. After the election, the president-elect and the vice president-elect will receive office space and support services from the General Services Administration, which will continue for up to 60 days after inauguration. The office seeks candidates for key government jobs and works with agencies such as the Office of Personnel Management about hiring logistics. However, the transition timeline may be impacted by disputes, such as the Florida recount in 2000 or Trump's challenge of the 2020 election results. In 2021, rioters unsuccessfully tried to disrupt the January 6th meeting of the newly elected Congress, in which the tally of electoral votes is certified and the winners officially declared. But even the smoothest transition can be a daunting task. After the 2020 election, the incoming Joe Biden administration had nearly 8,000 government positions to fill, according to a catalog called the Plum Book, published by the Senate Government Affairs Committee and the House Committee on Government Reform. More than 4,000 of these were political appointees. Applicants for many positions must be vetted for classified clearance, and about 1,000 positions require Senate confirmation. This can be a lengthy process. 7 months after Biden's inauguration, 2/3 of key national security positions remained unconfirmed. During the transition period, the business of running the country continues. The outgoing president becomes what's called a lame duck. While their influence and power wanes, there are also opportunities to get things done with fewer political repercussions, which often includes granting pardons. Controversially, George H.W. Bush pardoned 6 officials involved in the Iran-Contra scandal, including former Secretary of Defense Caspar Weinberger. Perhaps the most famous handover tradition is the final one. Since the time of President Ronald Reagan, presidents write a personal letter to their successor, left on the desk when they vacate the Oval Office. I wish you great happiness here. I never felt the loneliness some presidents have described, George H.W. Bush wrote to Bill Clinton in 1993. I'm rooting hard for you. Good luck.